Let's imagine a picture that is merging Pinterest app which is having abundance of lifestyle and fashion content with Instagram's interactive features like stories and comments. Now add a sprinkle of TikTok's addictive algorithm that keeps users hooked round the clock. What do you get? Xiaohongshu, also known as Little Red Book in English, a platform causing a stir in the digital realm. This is the new app influencing the youngsters in the US. This app gives the platform which is thriving on the user-generated content, cultivating a strong sense of trust among its audience. It places a significant emphasis on the beauty and fashion, setting itself apart from Pinterest's broader lifestyle focus. Meanwhile, the scrutiny surrounding the ByteDance TikTok has heightened the apprehensions among US lawmakers and intelligence officials regarding potential security risk posed by the Chinese apps. These concerns were underscored during a recent congressional hearing that subjected TikTok's CEO to 5 hours of questioning. While TikTok has been the primary focus, other Chinese apps with similar implications are gathering attraction in the US. A key concern that is revolving around ByteDance connections to the Chinese government, particularly under the China's national security law, which grants extensive powers to access business information. Now, intelligence officials fear this legislation could facilitate the exploitation of data collected by the China-based app companies, encompassing user interest and personal identification details. Despite these concerns, Chinese apps continue to thrive in the US market. For instance, Temu, a shopping app owned by China-based PDD Holdings. Now, these has risen to the second spot on the Apple Store list of the free apps. Similarly, CapCut and TikTok, both owned ByteDance, maintained prominent position on the App Store ranking. Lemon8, another ByteDance owned app. This has experienced a surge in the download following the TikTok CEO's congressional hearing. Now, like TikTok, these apps raise concern about data protection and privacy as they collect user information and employ algorithms to target consumers. And however, experts note difference between these apps and TikTok, particularly in scale and functionality. While TikTok has created a massive user base of 150 million monthly active users in the US, other Chinese apps pale in comparison. For example, Lemon8 has an estimated of 1.8 million monthly active users, significantly fewer than TikTok. Such disparities in user base size influence the perceived cybersecurity threat posed by these apps. Lindsay, a senior fellow at the German Marshall Fund's Alliance for Securing the Democracy, emphasizes the need for a comprehensive framework to evaluate the risk that is posed by these Chinese apps, and factors such as user base size and the potential for propagating misinformation should inform this assessment. Despite concerns, the allure of Chinese apps remaining strong among US consumers, with downloads of Temu and CapCut consistently ranking high. However, the risk of misinformation dissemination may be lower on e-commerce platforms compared to the social media service. But nevertheless, recent reports of the malware in apps like Pinduoduo, Temu's sister company, highlights potential data risk associated with Chinese apps. Now, concerning over these issues like forced labor further compound apprehensions surrounding these apps, and lawmakers have proposed various measures, including the Restrict Act, to address national security concerns over TikTok and other Chinese apps. But however, these critics argue that such measures could have unintended consequences and advocate for fostering alternatives to mitigate reliance on these Chinese technology. In the light of these developments, the debate over Chinese app usage in the US underscores broader concern about digital security and the need for a nuanced approach to safeguarding national interest. However, concerns about data security, privacy and potential ties to the Chinese government persist, echoing the ongoing debate over this Chinese app usage in the US and broader digital security issues.